The smartest people building AI don't fully understand AI. I'm not making that up. Sam Altman has said it. Dario Amodei has said it. The people who literally run the biggest AI labs on Earth have admitted out loud that there are parts of how this stuff works that nobody can fully explain. Here's the wild part. You could say the same thing about your own brain. And once you see why those two things are connected, AI is going to make a lot more sense, and it might just give you a superpower. I've spent 30 years as a solutions architect in enterprise software, designing, developing, and delivering solutions for real money for real businesses. For the last few years, I've used AI nearly 12 hours a day. I write with it, I code with it, I make images and videos with it, I run my work through it. I've shipped real things for real outcomes. Not hype, not theory, outcomes. So here's what I'm going to give you. 3 things. By the end of this video, you'll have all 3. 1, what AI actually is, in plain English, no PhD. 2, the one difference between AI and normal software that explains everything. This is the part nobody is teaching you correctly. 3, how to turn AI into a superpower. The way I do 12 hours a day, every day. By the end of this video, you'll understand AI better than 95% of people talking about it on the internet. Let's go. For 70 years, software worked one way. You gave the computer a rule, it followed the rule. If x equals 1, print hello world. That's it. That's the whole game. It's like a vending machine. You press B7, you get pretzels. Every time. You don't press B7 and get a poem about your childhood. The machine isn't thinking, it's just doing what it was told. That's traditional software. AI doesn't work like that. Nobody wrote a rule for every question you can ask ChatGPT. That would be impossible. Instead, AI was trained on patterns, massive amounts of patterns, books, code, conversations, how words connect to other words, how questions usually get answered. So when you ask AI something, it isn't looking up an answer. It isn't running a rule. It's generating a response based on patterns it learned. That process has a name, inference. Inference basically means, given everything I've learned, what's the most likely next thing to say? Now here's where it gets crazy. The math behind inference, we get it. Engineers built it, but the behavior that comes out of it, that's the part even Sam Altman and Dario Amodei admit they can't fully explain. We can watch the machine work. We can see the inputs, we can see the outputs, but we can't always tell you why this answer came out instead of that one. Now think about your own brain for a second. Neurons fire, signals move, thoughts appear. Why does a song from 1997 randomly pop into your head while you're standing in the cereal aisle? Nobody can fully tell you. Maybe, just maybe, a lot of intelligence is some form of prediction. AI doing it, your brain doing it. Different machinery, same kind of magic. That doesn't mean AI is alive. It doesn't have feelings, it isn't conscious, but it does mean we should be a little humble about what's actually happening. Okay, that's point 1. Now the part that changes how you'll use it forever. If you only learn one thing from this video, learn this. There are 2 kinds of computer behavior in the world. Deterministic and not deterministic. Big words, simple meaning. Deterministic equals rule-based. Same input, same output, every time. Not deterministic equals pattern-based. Same input can give you different outputs. Traditional software is deterministic, the vending machine. Press B7, get pretzels. Always. AI is not deterministic. Or at least, the way most people use it day to day, it doesn't behave that way. Watch this. I write a normal program. When someone arrives on Earth, say, hello world, I run it 1,000 times. I get hello world 1,000 times. Now I ask AI, you just landed on Earth. How do you greet the planet? First try, hello world. Second try, greetings humans. Third try, people of Earth, I come in peace. Where's the nearest coffee shop? Same prompt. 3 different answers. The AI isn't broken. It isn't lying. It's not deterministic. It's a pattern engine, picking from possibilities, generating what fits. Here's what this means for you. Once you know which kind of behavior you're dealing with, everything changes. You stop being surprised when AI gives you a different answer the second time. You stop trusting it for the wrong things. You start trusting it for the right things. AI is great at producing what sounds right. Sounding right is not the same as being right. Read that twice. This is the entire game. AI can write a poem. Patterns. It can write code. Patterns. It can summarize a 200-page legal document. Patterns. It can also confidently invent a court case that doesn't exist, or a study that was never published, or a recipe with the wrong ingredients. Also patterns. Because AI isn't checking reality. Unless you connect it to real tools or real data, it's producing what looks likely, not what's true. The lawyer who got fined for citing fake cases, he didn't understand this difference. The doctor who got a wrong dosage suggestion, same thing. The founder who built a strategy on hallucinated numbers, same thing. They treated a pattern engine like a calculator. But once you know the difference between deterministic and not between rules and patterns, you stop making those mistakes. That's the whole unlock. That's point 2. Now let me show you what happens when you actually get this right. I'm going to be honest with you. AI has changed my work more than any tool I've used in 30 years. I write documents in minutes that used to take days. I ship code in areas I would have needed a specialist for. I make images and videos for ideas I would have just dropped before because the production cost was too high. I'm doing things I couldn't have done, or things that would have taken me 25 times longer. That's not a small thing. That's a superpower. But, and this is the only catch, none of that is possible if you don't understand what you're holding. If you treat AI like a search engine, you'll get burned. If you treat it like a brain, you'll trust it too much. If you treat it like magic, you'll be disappointed. But if you treat it for what it actually is, a pattern engine that generates likely responses, that needs your judgment in the loop, that's incredible at some things and terrible at others, it becomes the most useful tool you'll ever pick up. Here's the simple model I use every single day. Use AI for drafting, exploring, brainstorming, summarizing, generating options, writing first versions, breaking through blank pages. Verify with AI for anything where being wrong has real consequences. Numbers, names, citations, legal stuff, medical stuff, real money. Don't blindly trust AI for pure facts you haven't checked. Real-world judgment. Anything you can't verify. That's it. That's the whole framework. Drafts? Yes. Speed? Yes. First versions? Yes. Final answers without checking? No. Once you operate this way, AI stops being scary. It stops being magical. It becomes a tool you wield. And the things you can do with it at work, in your business, in creative projects, they're going to feel like cheating. Because in a way, they kind of are. Imagine this. You sit down to a project that used to take 2 weeks. It takes you 2 days. You have an idea you would have killed because you didn't have the time, the team, or the budget. Now you ship it by Friday. You walk into a meeting and you're the most prepared person in the room because AI helped you draft, research, and pressure test your thinking the night before. But that's not the future. That's right now. For people who understand what AI actually is, you can be one of those people. You don't need a degree. You don't need to be technical. You just need to understand the one thing we covered today. Rules are deterministic. Patterns aren't. AI is patterns. Use it accordingly. Okay, and that's point 3, and that's the superpower. If this gave you a clearer picture of AI in 7 minutes than 3 years of headlines did, subscribe, follow, like, comment. I'm releasing a full series on how to actually use AI in your work, the same way I do, 12 hours a day. Practical, direct, no hype. Built on 30 years of shipping real software for real outcomes. Coming up will be the exact AI workflow I use for a typical workday. Writing, coding, creative work, decision-making, step by step. Wait! There's one more thing. If you didn't realize, this video was generated with AI. That is my professional avatar version 5 I created on the HeyGen platform. The advancements in the AI creative tools have been nothing but astounding. I am a real person, creating content based on a real message, based on my real thoughts, and with real editing, but using my professional avatar for a talking head just makes the production process so much more efficient. I frequently go live and stream, so if you want to compare my professional avatar with Real Joe, go check out one of my stream recordings. This is not a sponsored video, but if you are a business and need to create content with your likeness, you should go check out HeyGen.